What's up, everybody? So now we've taken care of all the maintenance items on the Subaru, we can go ahead and focus on getting this thing cleaned up. As you guys saw, this car had a nasty oil leak from the oil pan and the valve covers, so we went ahead, got those all resealed up and taken care of in the previous videos, but there is just a ton of gunk and grime on the subframe, the engine bay itself, the undercarriage. That all needs to be taken care of before we jump into our next big project, which is going to be the manual conversion. And with that being said, I don't really want to be messing with this car with it all gunked up and nasty like that. I want to have a nice clean workspace. So we're going to mainly focus on engine bay, undercarriage, suspension, those kind of components. As far as the exterior of the vehicle goes, I'm not too worried about it. It still needs a lot of body work. So we'll just kind of give it a quick clean on that area. And same thing goes with the interior. We'll just do kind of a quick wipe down and vacuum on that because I'm gonna be changing out a lot of that stuff here in upcoming videos as well. I've got a whole conversion I wanna do for that too. So you guys have to wait and stay tuned for that. But let's go and show you guys what we're working with because this engine bay and everything else is pretty gross. Like you guys just saw there, everything on this car is quite dirty. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with vacuuming. As you guys can see here, there is a bunch of crap down there on the frame rail. There's stuff tucked up back there. You have the leaves up here on the cowl all built up. So I wanna go ahead, vacuum that stuff up and just get that kind of out of the way before we go through and pressure wash it. Same thing with the interior and stuff here. We'll just do kind of a quick vacuum on this. Obviously, this one's not terrible. We had it cleaned up at one point, but yeah, could just use a quick clean, the seats and stuff. Got some kind of gross stains on them and stuff. So we'll try to clean it up as well. But like I said, main focus is going to be the engine bay and undercarriage. So first things first, let's get this vacuumed. So now that we went ahead and got everything all vacuumed up on the engine bay and the interior there, we're gonna go ahead, take the car outside and give it a wash now. But before we do that, we're gonna need to go through and put some air in this tire because as you guys can see here, this driver's side tire is completely flat. So thankfully, I had Lost Fit reach out to me and they sent me this little care package here. So it is a portable tire inflator. So we're gonna go ahead, test this out real quick, and then we'll continue on with washing the car. So this here is the TK1 portable air compressor from Lost Fit. So I'm gonna show you guys what's inside here and check this out. So there is our little charger there. It has a little light on the end of it. And of course it does tires for inflation as well as balls, bike tires and all other stuff. This one is designed more for bigger vehicles like trucks and stuff. So we'll definitely put this to the test on my Silverado. But you can see there, it's got the charging wire, so you just have to have a wall outlet to plug that into. You get the portable charger here for your auxiliary power in your vehicle, and it comes with two additional hoses here, as well as this little end here for tire inflation. And we've also got these additional tips here for, as you can see there, for basketballs or soccer balls or whatever it may be, to put air in those as well. So as far as this thing works, looks like we just have to hold down the power button. And it's on. It's already set to 35 PSI. I think we can go through here, change them so you can see there for bicycles. It's like ATVs, four-wheelers, balls. And then it also has this like little light feature here. So I think there's a light there, flash, a little faster flash, and then just off. You can bump up the air compressor. So right now it's only about halfway charged. Let's see if that will be enough to fill up the tire on the Subaru. So as you can see there, we are currently at 16.5 PSI in the tire, and we got 2 bars for a charge on that. Let's go and see if we can get it to bump up to 35 and see how long this takes. Currently, it is 156, 157. So yeah, let's see how long this takes. Not too bad. It gets to 35 PSI and shuts off. And as you can see here, it is currently 159. And if you guys are interested in picking one of these up for yourself, I'll be sure to link it down in the description below. Thanks to LastFit for sending this stuff out. Definitely going to come in handy, especially with this tire if it keeps going low. So go ahead and check it out in the description below. But yeah, let's go ahead and get the Subaru outside and get it cleaned up. All right, so now we got the car outside. We're gonna go ahead and cover up our alternator so we don't get that wet. We're gonna take and saturate everything with this degreaser here. This is just Purple Power. So we'll just start spraying. And then while we let that soak, I'm gonna go ahead and fill up my foam cannon here with just some Dawn dish soap. Don't need to do anything too crazy. This should help take care of any of that gunk and grime that's on there. Next up, foam cannon time. Change up our tip to a little bit narrower point. Well, now we've got the engine bay done. Let's go ahead and close the hood and focus on the exterior. So for the exterior now, we're just gonna go ahead and give it a quick spray. We're not really too worried about it, like I said. It needs a lot of body work, so we're gonna go ahead, just use the Dawn dish soap in the foam cannon, spray it down, give it a quick wipe, and then rinse it off. we got the exterior for the most part wiped down. Let's go ahead and focus on the wheels. You guys can see here, they are pretty gross. Hopefully that staining comes off. Now that we've got the Subaru back in the garage, it looks so much better. We now have a full clean slate to work with. Body and stuff is rough, but man, having a nice clean surface to work with is super nice. You guys can see there, the roof there no longer has that film of dirt on there. The wheels actually have a little bit of a shine to them. I know they're not in perfect shape by any means. There is a bunch of curb rash. The paint is coming off of them, like you guys can see there. This one in particular still has some staining. I'm not really sure what that's from. Couldn't get it off of there. But the car overall, exterior wise, looks great. Interior, like I said, we do have some stuff coming for that. We'll be doing some changes. So I didn't really go too heavy on cleaning the interior. Just kind of a quick little wipe down and stuff. And you guys can see there, the seat got some nasty staining on it. Carpet doesn't look the best. But like I said, I've got plans for this interior. So I'm not gonna go too thorough with that. My main focus was getting this engine bay cleaned up. And I think we did a pretty good job. You guys can see there, it is now nice and clean, especially for our next project being the manual swap on this car. So we'll be pulling that transmission. You guys can kind of see it back there, and it looks like it is nice and shined up now, no longer having a layer of film on it or oil. There's a few things that we still need to go through and do. I would love to pull this motor out and actually take care of this engine bay, just because you guys can kind of see down here, there is like some surface rust and stuff forming. Same thing with like the little strut tower there where the bolt was. It just kind of rubbed it a little bit and now has just a little bit of rust on it. But otherwise, frame rails and stuff like down there look really good. Intake, nice shined up. We no longer have a big film of oil sitting there on our power steering reservoir or anything like that. So overall, I say it did pretty good. I did notice that there's a crack in that fluid reservoir there. So we'll have to take care of that at some point too. But overall, I'm happy with it. The one thing I did notice though, the bushing that holds down this prop rod broke. So now I have an issue with the hood wanting to stay up with that prop rod. And thankfully, I had this company here, Subaru, I don't know how to say that, sorry. But they sent me out these hood struts here. They got like kind of a carbon fiber look. We'll go and get these out of the packaging and stuff. So we can go ahead and delete that prop rod. So let's go ahead and do that real quick and kind of finish off this engine bay. Here is everything with the kit. You guys can see there, you get a couple brackets there that go on the hood. And then you get those couple bolts there that'll mount on the fender with the washers there. So overall, it doesn't look too bad. Got a nice little carbon fiber look to it. It comes with these instructions here. So like I said, you can see the bracket there that mounts on the hood. And then you've got the one that kind of mounts where the fender goes and then just basically snaps into place. So it's kind of nice to get these little instructions here. So we can go ahead and throw it on there. Like I said, there is the prop rod. It is setting up, the little bushing is completely gone. So this thing is just kind of a headache to put up and down. And of course this rod itself is quite rusty. So we'll go ahead, throw a bracket there for one of the hood hinges. And then the other one, I believe it goes down here or here. So the strut will reach there. Probably thinking that one down there. So let's go ahead and throw it on and see how they work. So there you guys have it. We now have our hood struts installed. They look great, relatively easy to install. As you can see there, just a little bracket that mounts on there, and then it snaps into place there. And then down here on the fender, it just threads into the original bolt hole. So they are complete. They seem to function relatively well. And of course, it frees up a little bit more space here, no longer having to dance around this prop rod. The only thing is, it doesn't open up quite as high, but I think we'll still have plenty of room to work. And like I said, that prop rod there was just not in the best shape, all rusty. And of course, this hole right here where the bushing was supposed to go was all rotted. So I'd say it's a nice little upgrade. As you guys saw there, the Subaru actually cleaned up relatively well. We just used basic Dawn dish soap, a foam cannon, some degreaser, and we have a nice clean slate to work with. Main focus, like I said, was the engine bay because we had a lot of leaks and oil that was left over, and I wanted to make sure to have that as clean as possible because the next big project with this car is going to be the manual conversion. As you guys have seen, I have the manual transmission sitting there in the background for quite a while now, and I think it's time we actually jump into that project now we are this far with the maintenance and all the other stuff. So with that being said, hope you guys are excited for that. If you guys like this video, make sure to big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. We got plenty more stuff coming. And if you guys are interested in those hood struts that I used in today's video or the Lost Fit tire inflator, I'll be sure to link it down in the description below for you guys to pick up. But otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next one.